I see your room is tidied up properly, even though you're a boy. I always do my cleaning diligently. Seriously, I'm the only one who cleaned it up. Are we in the room with them, or like, it seems like it's all done. Places the platters on the kotatsu. For lunch we had miso soup, pork fried rice, pork, fried vegetables, and some pickled vegetables. Truly nutritional balance, delicious looking lunch. Let's eat. Yes, let's have a meal. Guess I'll try some too. Delicious. All the ingredients have superb flavor. It is really tasty. Sane-san's the best. Thank you very much. Lunch is indeed delicious, and Sane's smile is also radiant. However, the scene. Say, Sunohara, this isn't really a date, is it? And not a date. It's more like a mother cooking for their kids here. Everyone comes to my house and makes me some food. This is a date. What is it, right, everyone? Sorry, could you pass me the soy sauce? Yes, here you go. What kind of seasoning did you use for this miso soup? Quit being friendly without me. Sorry, Papa just kind of found himself enjoying himself in the happy little circle. Who's Papa supposed to be? Well, maybe this is Sane-san in my future. Husband and wife and their daughter and their slave. By slave, you don't mean me, do you? Hey, fetch me some more food. Yes, here you go. Wait, no! Oni-chan, don't make such a fuss while they're eating. You should sit down properly while I eat. He reluctantly sits back down after being told off by the female camp. Come on, eat. Your food will get cold. Yeah, I know. Sane-san's cooking is so delicious. Thank you very much. But Yohei-kun, you shouldn't eat just the meat. Please also eat your vegetables. I hate peppers. Are you a grade schooler or something? I understand that you don't like them, but they're really good for you. If you do your best to eat them, I'm sure you'll come to like them. Well, if you insist. Yes, that's the spirit. Make sure to eat lots of vegetables from now on, okay? Also, please avoid eating out too much. It's best to cook for yourself as much as possible. I made a lot of miso soup for today. I've also made too many side dishes, so I put those in the refrigerator. Please warm them up and eat them for dinner. Really left nothing to be desired. Sane-san. Yes, what is it? You're an extremely kind person, Sane. Thank you very much. And you're also really pretty. A wonderful young woman. But despite all that, you're with Oni-chan. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Sane-san clings tightly to her chest. You pitiful girl. Can you please not say you pity her? It's quite tasty, don't you think? I guess. Sane-san taught me a lot about cooking too. Finish eating lunch and leave the house again. Pull after the other two, and now I'm walking downtown through the early afternoon. Sane-san really is kind. On top of that, she's pretty and good at cooking. I just can't believe she's Oni-chan's girlfriend. Yeah, I bet. She's not actually his girlfriend after all. A lot of time passed now, so I wonder where he's planning on going next. Where would you go if you were Okazaki-san? You're asking me again. I guess you could see a movie or go shopping or something. You'd really do something like that? You wouldn't want to go somewhere out too. You wouldn't want to go somewhere too out of the ordinary, would you? How would you feel if I said, hey, let's go to the Stone Age Museum? No thanks. Right? I think it'd be better to start off going somewhere harmless. I see. However, there's also a place that seems harmless at first, but must avoid at all costs. Horrible place that has sent a couple to their early breakup. Despite that, it's a good place to have an unimaginable pull for the male race. That's the name of the darkness is arcades. Arcades. The arcades don't sound too. You're naive. I'm sorry. Do you own a game console, my-chan? Just one that Oni-chan left behind. Though I guess it's just been gathering dust in the closet. That's right, guys generally like games. However, this is often not the case with girls. Try imagining standing next to somebody playing a fighting game and doing nothing but watching. Now that you mention it may be a bit boring. Not just that, you guys will mostly go totally nuts over things like this. I don't want a day like that. That's why you should try avoiding getting someone like that as your boyfriend, my Chen. Okay, I'll watch out. Listen up. A guy that invites you over to the arcades is about the worst guy you can find. The worst? That's right. They're scum. Human trash. They're scum and human trash. And so, Sunahara wouldn't. Look over to the two people there in front of me. Sonny-san, let's go to the arcades. Both fall down to the ground. Arcade? I've never been there before. Sonny-san, no, don't go there. Well, I don't think there'll be much of a problem if they do something like Crane Game that most people can actually enjoy. Think this to myself as I go to this deserted game center in the middle of the shopping district. Like this. Rushed over to the latest DJ rhythm game. Of all the things you could pick. I'll show you my magnificent scratch. Doesn't really matter, but just so you know, it's a scratch, not that. I remember, yep, we already went over that. Looking forward to it. They're really into it, aren't they? Oh, that's my. Let's hope that this will end sooner rather than later. Even Sane-san's gonna get tired of this if he keeps going on just playing this game. He'd look really bad if he ended it too soon, though. Considerations like those are delicate. Can't imagine Sunahara being able to pull that off. A catchy hip-hop rhythm comes from the machine. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Yo, yo. Miss, 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 clank. The words game over started dancing on the screen and along with the sound of the wire nut closing off. I was happen to hear booing coming from up there. Sunahara, you look so lame right now. What's wrong with this machine? Can't you understand my beat? Oni-chan taking his anger out on the screen. And why is Bomb Ahead not on the list? If it were, I'd have gone all perfect. Yoi-san, you mustn't. Cause trouble for the employees if you break it. Let's forget about this lame arcade and go to the CD shop. I'll give you Bomb Ahead as a gift. He's only making things worse by acting like this. Who the hell wants Bomb Ahead anyway? Not here. Thus we ended up at a large secondhand store that sells old books and CDs and the like. I peek inside the store along with my Chen. Why don't they have Bomb Ahead here? This shop's strange. I'm sure it's just really popular. Sunahara pushing his luck by saying more dumb things. And Sane-san and her incredibly open-minded heart returned a polite response. I feel bad for her. Maybe they're finally getting reevaluated. Is that the whole survival of fad thing, right? You mean a revival? The more I watch, the more I don't get it. Why such a good person with someone like Oni-chan? Indeed. Oni-chan's just been completely hopeless today. Even though he doesn't have a cool side too. Even though he does have a cool side. Huh? What did you just say now? It's nothing. Why don't we go take a look at the CDs too? Approach the CDs that have been arranged at the shop display. What kind of music do you like, Okazaki-san? Don't really listen to music. I wouldn't really know what's popular I wouldn't really know what's popular right now either. Fully take a look at all the different albums and their bands, but I could probably count the ones I recognize on one hand. Do you have a genre you like, my Chan? Maybe rock? That's a bit unexpected. It's not like that's all I listen to. That genre just has many artists I like this one. Picks up several CDs, but don't know any of them. What? They still have this? What's that? I really love this one. You can't get it anywhere anymore these days. Ever since that one thing happened. Record company go bankrupt or something? No, nothing like that. You don't know about it, Okazaki-san? Quite a while ago, but it was all over the news. Can't say I do. The titles were in such an elaborate font that I can't read it at first glance. Below it is written the name of the artist in Roman characters. Let's see. Oni-chan's gone outside. You're occupied. Sunahara and Sane-san have left the shop. Let's go. Heard they put the CDs back on the shelves with my help. But I wonder where he's planning on going next. We at least know it won't be someplace appropriate. That's true. Both sigh. I already started to get fed up with it. Before long, the sun starts to set, and the neighborhood is engulfed in orange. Sane-san is still dragged along on this horribly painful date. Even so, the brightness of her smiles hadn't dimmed even one bit. Sane-san, you're amazing. At this point, I can only admire her. Gotten quite late, hasn't it? What are you saying? The day is just getting started. Let's go to the night view or something. The night view? That sounds nice. But, well, you don't want to? Well, just a little while, okay? No, yeah, alright. Oni-chan's still planning on dragging her around. Isn't it about time for Sane-san to head home, though? It'll be dinner time soon. Is that so? I will stop them then. Yeah, please, release Sane-san from this curse. Okay. Approaches the two in front of us, wearing a forced smile. She stops on the way there as though she just noticed something. Mai-chan? Looks like she's staring intently at something. Not looking at Tsunar's and Sane-san, though. What's wrong? Come up to her and ask. Mai-chan stays silent. All she does is grab onto my sleeve tightly. What did I caught her eye? Follow my line of sight. On the opposite side of the street, I can hear the shouting voices of children. They seem to be elementary school students. The boys there have formed a circle, making jeering noises. Now that is a single girl far younger still, rubbing her eyes, sobbing. Sight of children bullying children. Are you worried? I am. It's just awful. Looks sad at her sight. Guess it can't be helped then. It feels a bit immature to step in front of children's fight, but decided anyway. I'll go for a bit. Then, as I try to cross the road, someone pulls on my sleeve. Of course, it was Mai-chan who did this. So she doesn't speak, but I feel as if she's telling me not to go. Continues holding me at bay as she takes a fleeting glance at her brother. Seems Tsunohara and Sane had also noticed it. I wonder if she's expecting Tsunohara to do something. Her brother looks over there for a short while and then... Well, Sane-san, shall we go? Says with a cheerful voice. Tsunohara, you're planning on ignoring this? But... Suppose you're right. I'd like to go see the night view too. But before we do that... Don't you think it's better just to leave them alone? They say fighting is how kids grow up, right? Nobody says that. No matter how you look at it, that's not a fight. More importantly, we're gonna run out of time if we don't hurry up. But that's just what kids do. Why don't we spend our adult time together instead? This guy. Can't help but feel disgusted, so I step forward to have my say at him. Oni-chan. Before I can, Mai-chan's voice rings out. What are you doing? Hey, Mai, could you perhaps not butt into our date? Isn't there something far more important here than your date? Do you even realize how lame you look right now? What, you too, Okazaki? Just go already, that's what Sane-san wants too. Suddenly there's a loud scream. It might be because someone pushed her, but the girl had started crying loudly. Ah! Sane-san goes running before anyone else. Springs out to the street, crossing it directly. Sane-san, that's dangerous. She runs across the street in one go, almost as if she can't hear what I'm saying. When she gets close to the group of children, she raises her voice. Hey! You shouldn't bully a girl like that! Raises her voice so loud I can hear it clearly even across from the streets. Don't worry, it's okay now. Hold the sobbing girl to her chest, talking to her gently. Sane-san's roar, the brats who had been bullying the girl dispersed. I just stood there watching it as it happened. The same is true for Tsunohara, but I personally felt pathetic as well. What is your name? Where's your mother? You can hear the sobbing couple with Sane-san's gentle voice as they stand there in silence. Mai-san. Ah, yes. I'm sorry, but could you keep an eye on this child for a while? What's the matter? It seems she got separated from her mother. Might have come from the nearby kindergarten. It also told me her name, so I want to try calling someone I know at the nursery school to see if they know her. Keep an eye on her for a little while, okay? Trots over to the kindergarten. Mai-chan had bewildered for a bit, but before long she smiles and leaned over. Hello. My name is Mai. So your name was... why are you crying? What did I do? Let's hold her for now. 1, 2... Well, this girl's pretty heavy. Ah, hey, quit struggling. Don't scratch him. Ow. This is why I hate kids. You shut up. What is it with you two? Sane-san comes back as we're struggling to deal with the situation. No, I'm right here. Girl stops crying as soon as Sane-san holds her to her chest. It's nothing short of splendid. How was it? Things didn't go that well. Kindergarten was closed. Called some other nursery schools, but most of them were closed too. Well, it is a Sunday. What should we do? Why don't we just let the police handle her? Quit talking. Just what is it with you two? Now. Not too sure about getting the police involved either. Certainly will only scare her. She even cried when Mai-chan started talking to her. The girl is clinging to Sane-san. She definitely doesn't look like she's gonna let go. Why don't we split up and search? There's no way we'll find anyone just by searching randomly. Since we don't know where she came from in the first place. Wait a bit, I think there's a better method. Suppose you're right. We think it over a bit until Sane-san speaks up abruptly. I really think we should ask the kindergartners or the nursery schools. Weren't they closed today? Possible someone who works there is still around. I'm thinking we could ask them to get in contact with the teachers. But let's say even the janitors are gone, what do we do then? We could try asking some of the people who live in the neighborhood. And I think any household with children here will have entrusted their children to a nursery school nearby. So we could try having one of those people contact the teacher from the school. Are you serious about this? Yes. Well, let's begin with the kindergarten over there. Let's ask the neighbors if they know anything. Wait a minute. I mean, I said this worked, but if it doesn't, you know how many nursery schools there are in this town? You plan on visiting all of them? Don't know how many there are, but let's at least take a good look around. Come, let's go. Started walking, taking the girl with her. For a while, we are in a complete amazement of how the usual docile Sane-san is acting right now, and of her unimaginably undertaking attitude. It was deep into the night when Sane-san really went and found the girl's parents, brought back the children to her home, who was now crying tears of happiness. Mother bowed countless times in gratitude, tears flowing down her face as well. Anyone would do the same, that's what Sane-san said as she gave them a pleasant smile. This wasn't something just anyone would do. This was something that only Sane-san was able to do. Generally thought this one was amazing. I'm sorry, all she says when we finally part. Had you come along with me until so late in the evening? Please, don't worry about something like that. We really weren't helpful at all. That's not true. I think that girl is very happy you tried so hard for her. I'm sure she's happy for it. I am. Hey-kun, it was supposed to be our date, so I'm sorry. Didn't get to see the night view. It doesn't really matter, I guess. He answers quietly while averting his gaze. It's obviously he lost his nerve. Are you angry? No, not really. Still, I haven't really looking forward to this date. Oni-chan, you're still on about that? Yeah, you want me to shut up, right? Hey-kun, please don't sulk like that. Things may have ended up like this today. If it's alright with you, I'd like to go on another date. Really? Really? Gently holds out her hand, puts her hand on Tsunohara's head and pets him gently, messing up his hair. You can go at any time, since this is how we get to know each other. Makes me happy to hear that you value the time we spend together so much. But at that moment, there is something important that could only be done at the specific time. Talking about saving someone. Tsunohara's cheeks get a bit red, softly holds her forehead to his. I think a boy like you could certainly do the same, Yohei-kun. Suppose it's your bad habit to forget at times. Sure, you're just awkward. However, I'm confident you can do it. That's what I believe. Gentle voice, yet one that can touch your very soul. Probably have agreed without hesitation if I got this whispered to me like this. However, Tsunohara broke out in a grin. But he's just thinking about how she smells nice or how soft her breath is. Sane-san, it looks like this guy is really just an idiot. Another refreshing morning today, huh? Next day, Sunara comes to school during the 5th period recess. You do realize that there's only 1 hour left, right? No man, Sane-san just wouldn't let me sleep yesterday. What? You went your separate ways last night. I'm on the phone, dummy. We exchanged phone numbers when we split up yesterday. And then I got a call from Sane-san later that night. Just her voice alone is so cute. I don't believe you two spent the entire night talking, though. I think we talked for about 30 minutes. But you know, time between lovers is eternal. I was just up all night thinking of Sane. He says, gazing outside the window as if dreaming. Normally I'd make a quip or two, but instead I just let out a heavy sigh. She said, didn't Sane-san say something to you yesterday? Yeah, we talked all about our date. No, not that, I mean. Now that you mention it, she did bring up this kid from that kid from before a couple of times. Even though that brat didn't even matter anymore. Mattered more than anything, though. I wonder if she'll call me again today. Better go home as quick as I can. The fact that she cares this much for me. Maybe it means she really's fallen for me? I mean, I'm all okay with it, if it's Sane-san. Sunahara, you... Come on, don't worry, Okazaki. When Sane and I end up really going out, I'll make sure to introduce you to one of her friends. Gives me a pat on the shoulder. No way this will end up. I'm going out. Where are you going? Nowhere in particular. I'll go kill time somewhere until class starts. It's out toward the door. Suppose it's the man's job to confess, huh? Feel sorry for her if I let her on too much. It just about over, so I guess start a mail will be best time. Hear him mumbling to himself. Leave the classroom quickly. Even as classes end, I still feel annoyed. Not for myself, though. Not like today, the first time I had to deal with Sunahara's idiocy. I'm used to dealing with him. Only the one I feel bad for is Mai-chan. May be like this, but he's still her big brother. Not just that, but Mai-chan came all the way to this town because she was worried about him. I wonder what impression she has now that she's seen him like this. Might have been even better if she'd just seen Sunahara as he is normally. Huh? Mai-chan was standing over the school gates. Maybe it's because of her unusual uniform, but the students coming home from school are all unreservedly expose her to their gaze. Continue standing there unabated. What are you doing? I rush over to her. Ah, Okazaki-san. Are you perhaps waiting for Sunahara? Yeah. Where's Oni-chan? That guy's already gone home. It'd be bad if he got a call from Sane-san. That's so. Oh well. Mai-chan seems a bit down ever since yesterday. Seems slightly dejected, constantly fretting about Sunahara. Might be because they're related. Don't really understand it myself. Say, Mai-chan, why does it bother you so much? I mean, it's not like he only started being an idiot recently. I know that. Also, hasn't school started for you? I know that too. I can't just leave like this. My brother's in the dorm, right? Yeah, I guess. Thank you. I'll go there then. Wait, Mai-chan. Gives me a quick bow of the head and starts going down the hill. Watch her small form as it moves off into the distance. Jeez. Mai-chan, I'm coming too. Then run down the hill as well. And this place is exactly the same. You two? When we come into this room in the dormitory, he looks at us, clearly annoyed. I'm busy right now. I'm pretty sure I told Okazaki this. Just don't know when Sane-san will call me again. Oh, if it's your phone you're worried about, I actually pulled out the cord some time ago. Don't do that, man. Well, now you know, so I don't need you here right now. When faced with the splendor of love, there's no room for a little sister. Also, what happened to school? So all he came was to check up on me. Doesn't that mean your business here's done now? Go home already. No. I'm not going back yet. Why not? Because there's still something I have to do here. Ah, so that's what you mean. Are you okay with it? Mai-chan did come here to check up on you, right? Or am I wrong? What are you talking about? That's obviously just an excuse. Come all the way for something like that. This girl's always been in love with the city. But she just wanted to get out of the country and see for herself what it's like to live here, right? That's right. Seems a bit angry. even though she just nods at Tsunahara's words. See, I figured it was something like that. Don't stay too long, okay? Alright, I won't. There's someone here I still want to see, though. Huh? Somebody want to see? The first I've heard of this. You promised to meet today. Is it like a student from your school that transferred away? No, I still haven't met him in person. A pen pal, then? Yep. You know letters in this day and age. You really are still a kid, huh? That's not true. I'm really grown up. Because he'd been teaching me a lot, too. For example, night play. Well, it's his head on the corner of the Gatatsu. Night play. So he's... Oh, you two, isn't it obvious? Talking about a man. I think he said he was in his late 20s and was working for a company. Well, he really knows a lot and is really kind. I'd figured I'd want to meet him at least once. Wait a minute. Well, that was really splendid, right, Oni-chan? Yeah, I guess. I'm looking forward to meeting him. I wonder what he'll be like. I'd love to practice our night play. Practice? Night view would be nice to look at too, right, Oni-chan? Yeah, it's about the best day spot you can find. So that's why I'm going to go home for a while yet. I'm going to go for a while yet and keep it a secret from Mom and Dad, alright? I'm going to do lots and lots of adult loving. That's... You enjoy adult loving with Sane-san too, right, okay? Okay, I guess so. This is bad. It's already this late. Well, we have an appointment, so I'd better get going. He waves to us and leaves the room. Tsunahara and I sit there dumbfounded. The door closes. An appointment. A company employee in his 20s. Initiation adulthood. Hell. She's at the crossroads of life. She's gonna miss her footing. And then there she goes to her future as hostess. No! Hey Tsunahara, this isn't the time for you to sit here worrying. Let's follow her. Okay. But what if Sane-san goes? Are you still on about that? Tsunahara, do you even grasp the situation right now? I do, but people are free to love whoever they want. They love such a splendid thing, so... This guy's hopeless. Run out, leaving Tsunahara there alone. Rush out the door, running it with all I have. I was actually worried whether I'd make it in time, but I had to catch up to her in no time. Not trying to hurry, not trying to hide, just standing stock still, almost as if she's saying, please find me. Walked to her lonely from behind. Oni-chan. It's me, unfortunately. Tsunahara probably won't come, not while he's like this. Huh, is that so? Voice is sad, she seemed incredibly disappointed. Sensing this, I finally understand what my chan was trying to do. Why do you lie like that? Saying you'd arrange a meeting with a guy working for some company. It's all a lie, isn't it? Oh, so you found out? No matter what I think about it, something like that wouldn't fit you, my chan. You mean that as a compliment, right? More or less. So, why was it? Why do you lie like that? Because I wanted Oni-chan to follow after me. I wanted him to find me, scold me, tell me to not go to something like that. Even if he hit me, I wouldn't mind. That's how I wanted things to be. My-chan, I hate this. Having to see him like that, having him turn out like this. My-chan looks down, her voice is faint and trembling. I used to be bullied. Talks to me once night falls. Calm down a great deal at this point. My room she starts to talk bit by bits. But when I say I was bullied, I mean when I was little. When I think about it now, it wasn't really that big of a deal. But I remember being incredibly scared at the time. You don't seem like the type to me, though. What caused it? Oni-chan being the person he is. He tried to show off, acting violent, causing nothing but trouble to the people around him. A lot of times I'd have to deal with the consequence too. Sounds like quite a disaster. Because of that personality of his, even his little sister got dragged into his nonsense. Still, I was fine because... Takes a short breath as if she's thinking back upon this time and starts speaking. Because Oni-chan would come save me every time. So he reaps what he sows himself, huh? That's right. Things would have still been better off if he didn't do anything in the first place, though. But I was happy. Whenever I cried like a baby, Oni-chan would always come for me, saying, "Don't make Mai cry." Tsunohara did that. He was a stupid brother, but to me he was kind. He was stupid, Oni-chan, but he was really dependable. Remember how flustered he'd been when I told him his little sister was coming. I'll bet he was conscious of this himself too. He must have wanted to look cool in front of his sister. Once he got into middle school, he got incredibly good at soccer. He was the team's ace and he scored lots of goals. It wasn't just me, everyone else relied on him too. And they say, just leave it to Tsunohara and things will work out one way or another. He wouldn't defend at all, though, so the coach would often get angry at him. Mei-chan talks on and on about her brother. Some pride mixed in with those words. I'm actually a little jealous of Tsunohara. But Oni-chan's changed. He may have been an idiot, but he was at least kind. This isn't like Oni-chan at all. Oni-chan would never abandon a girl that's being bullied. He should have been worried about me. Mai-chan, there's nothing you can say to her. Can't joke around right now, say that's just the kind of guy he is. I'm pretty irritated at Tsunohara for making his little sister worried about him. I'd like you to answer me seriously. What is it? Is Sanae-san really Oni-chan's girlfriend? Well, probably can't hide it any longer. There's a bit ambivalence about it, but in the end I decided to tell her everything. Probably just as you think, Mai-chan. Sanae-san isn't his girlfriend, nor anything else. He told Sanae-san you were going to come and had her pretend to be his girlfriend. It seems Tsunohara has actually become serious about this whole thing. I knew it. It's natural though. Of course such a pretty woman wouldn't be his girlfriend. Tsunohara's school life that had been hidden in a shell of lies. Probably having no trouble imagining the wild life he's been living that he didn't tell her about. And how his personality's been completely warped because of it. Oni-chan lets out a truly deep sigh filled with regret. God damn it, Tsunohara.